What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I'm here. Welcome back to another edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Doing an instant reaction, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. A lot of y'all asked me to do this, so here I am. And picked the wrong game, man. Picked the wrong game because I don't know what this comment is here. What's up, Duke? What's up, Eric? I don't know, Boogie Flock. I don't know what you mean by, of course, you premiere this, not surprised, but channels like this will not be here for the next 6 years. Uh, I don't know what that means. I didn't premiere anything. I've covered the league for quite some time. Well, covered Caitlin Clark for quite some time. So I don't know what that means, but your opinion's your opinion. I am making a shift in a lot of ways so that this is not what my channel is based on. If you've been on my channel, you'll see that there's a lot more college football coverage, Miami Hurricanes coverage, combat sports coverage. So I am diversified and not, reliant on if Caitlin Clark plays a basketball game or not. Again, this is also a side gig for me. It's my fun stuff, my passion, and I love talking sports. I didn't plan on talking anymore about this season, as far as outside of Sunday Night Heat with Ben, but people were asking me to do it. And so here I am. I watched the game. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. I expected them to get drugged. They got drugged. I expected there to be some adjustments by the Aces. There were. Kelsey Mitchell was basically invisible tonight. She cannot. She finished 4 of 14, 13 points. Not surprised. They bumped her. They chucked her. They made sure that she felt everything about her. Yeah, Eric, I'm getting a lot of traction on Miami Hurricane stuff right now. I gotta be honest. It's doing really, really well. I'm actually very excited. I'm very excited about it because it's also fun because the Hurricanes are 4-0. Hurricanes weren't 4-0, then I don't know how it'd be going, but they got a really good team and I'm excited about it. But yeah, so I have diversified, like I said, so I don't know what this person's talking about. I can't wait for the game next week, next Saturday in Tallahassee. We'll have plenty of content going into that game. Plenty of content. But Kelsey Mitchell got what I expected. It's exactly what I said was going to happen. Welcome aboard, Steven. Catch this live, Black Crows, Pretty Old Girl. You know, she was going to get double teamed. She was going to get banged. She's going to get pushed off, get hit running around screens. She's get hit running through the lane. They did all that, and it showed. I mean, Lexi Hull took 16 shots, people. 16 shots. If Lexi Hull is taking 16 shots, the Indiana Fever are. Let me rephrase. If Lexi Hull takes 16 shots, and that's the most shots that anyone takes on the team, they are never winning that game. And everyone knows that. That was bad. And at one point, look, she hit some threes there. She was 5-11 from three. Good for her. Game was a blowout in the second quarter. It was a blowout. Second quarter game was over. They got down 18. They cut it to 8. They fought back a little bit. But by halftime, it was a 46-35 game. And then in the third quarter, Vegas completely put them to bed. Went up 20 plus. And that was a wrap. That was a wrap in that. I mean, they went up 18 going into the fourth. They go by 20 plus in the third and completely blew the thing out in the fourth. Not really important to look at any like play by play, but I tell you, the Mitchell got locked down. Mitchell has to average 34 points a game for them to win this series. Well, 34. She has to average 34 a game in 3 games. Let me correct that. She has to score 34 points a game for 3 games for them to have a chance to win. Not to guarantee a win, to have a chance to win. Because she's going to get no help from the big Oompa Loompa down low. She's not going to get any help from her. She's not going to get help. Vegas obviously played much better. They shot 54%. Asia Wilson was very efficient, 10 of 18, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals. 2 blocks. Jackie Young had 13. Off the bench, they got 10 and 10 from Jewel Lloyd and Dana Evans. They got 18 out of Melissa Smith, 18 and 7, 7 of 9 from the field. I mean, everybody for them contributed. So, yeah, you got what you got. Not shocked, expected. I don't even know what, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. There's not a whole lot to say because that was expected. I figured Vegas would win big, and they did. Indy quit. Indiana after halftime quit. Indiana looked like a team that was happy to have won game one. They played like a team that was happy to have won game one. Pretty No Girl, you didn't miss much. They got they got run off the floor. They were down 18 in the second quarter, but they got completely run off the floor in the second half. So the game wasn't even competitive in the second half. I don't even know they ever got the lead under 10 in the third. Let me check. I don't even know if they got the lead under 10. They're down 11, 13. Okay. They got it down to 48-40 and 52-44. After that, the lead was never under 10. Hell, it was never under 15 once they got it past 15. Aaliyah Boston, useless. Useless. Typical Aaliyah Boston, useless. Waste of space. What do you say? What do you say about Aaliyah Boston? 10 points, 5 of 9, 9 shots, 13 rebounds. Yeah, 13 rebounds. You shot 41%. She got 5 offensive boards. They missed so much, she got 5 offensive boards. A 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, 3 turnovers. They're not going to win this series, people. Yes, Lexi Hull took 16 shots. Kelsey Mitchell took 14 shots. I said, if that's going to happen, if Lexi Hull is the leading shot taker on your team, you ain't winning. You're not winning today. You're not winning tomorrow. You're not winning ever. And I give her credit. She played hard. I heard one of the announcers say, she's on fire. Did y'all hear that? They said that Lexi Hull was on fire. I guess 5 of 16 is now called on fire. She was 5 of 11 from 3, 0 for 5 from 2. She was 5 for 16. I will never call someone who's 5 for 16 on fire. Ever. Don't ever call someone I don't care if they made 5 of 11 threes. They missed all 5 twos. Again, she played hard. She showed up at least. Can't say that same for Aaliyah Boston. Can't say the same for Natasha Howard. Holy Lord, Brianna Turner, welcome back. Minus 28 on the floor. Useless. 0 for 0. 25 minutes. This woman did not take one singular shot. What the fuck are you on the court for then? That's 4-on-5 basketball. What are you on the court for? There's no point. No point. Like, you're not going to get the bench. The bench took 4 shots the whole game. Shea Petty 1 for 2. Ariel Powers 0 for 2. What happened to playing those women? You played Petty 17 minutes. Michaela Timpson back to not playing at all. Bree Hall plays 4 minutes. Game was over with 7 minutes and change left. And I don't know why Stephanie White just didn't empty the bench right there. She actually kept Lexi Hull and Aaliyah Boston on the floor for at least the next 3 minutes. And then took Aaliyah Boston out and put Natasha Howard in. Someone explain that to me. Someone explain that to me. You're going to risk injury in a 24-point game with 7 minutes to go. You're going to, 7 minutes to go. You're going to risk injury for your starters and leave them out there in a 24-point ass whipping. For what? For what? AB was clamping down on Wilson. What? She was eating her? Wilson had 25. NaLyssa Smith had 18. Okay. I don't know. 68 points. They go back to Indiana on Friday. I don't think they win a game. I don't think they win either of the next two games, personally. I think that the Becky Hammon has figured it out. It's not really that complicated. It's not really that complicated to stop Indiana. Yeah, so I'm not saying Steven. She was 10 of, maybe he was being sarcastic. I'm gonna hope that's what it was, because 10 of 18, 25 points, 9 boards, 5 steals, 2 blocks. If that's what clamping, Aaliyah, is that what AB is doing is clamping? I mean, maybe she's eating her. I don't know, because that's not a clamp job to me. That's you got scorched job. I mean, think about this. NaLyssa Smith and A'ja Wilson combined for 43 points. Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard combined for 16. There's your ball game. There is your ball game. The Aces had to play as bad as they could possibly play in game 1, and the Fever had to play as good as they could possibly play in game 1 for Indiana to win that game. And they did. Maybe nipple clamps. And they did. And you give them credit. But that ain't going to happen 3 times in this series. I'm shocked that Indiana's still here. I think the fact that they beat Atlanta was nothing short of a miracle. You had to have played the most brain-dead crew of idiots that they got in Atlanta, who have the basketball IQ of a turnip. And that's what it takes to be here. Fever have to play perfectly to win, and Vegas has to play terribly for the Fever to win. Scored 17, 18, 17, and 16 points. Rose Jr., you want to bet? How much you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? I'm just curious. If you want to bet, we can bet. Fever beat themselves. No. Kelsey Mitchell was 4 of 14. They locked her down. They made it very, very uncomfortable for her. And that's the only thing that you have to do to beat this team. Because the Oompa Loompa down low ain't going to do shit. The Oompa Loompa down low, Aaliyah Boston, won't do shit. I will gladly bet you on this. You're not betting on the Fever without, but you just said that they're going to win. Let me find hey. Wait. Fever will close it out in Indy. Okay. Then if you feel that way, then why would you then say, I am not betting on the Fever without their main superstar? Why not? You just said they're going to close it out. I guess your confidence level went real fast. It's okay. I understand. You have to tell yourself. That's cool. I'm cool. What can I say about the Aces? The Aces are a better team than the fucking Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever, the Aces are a better team. This is not the Aces that they played in the first half of the season. This is a different Aces team. The Aces played like shit on Sunday. They played like shit. And Kelsey Mitchell lit it up on Sunday. That's it. No adjustments to make, man. You need Aaliyah Boston to do her job. The adjustments to make would be Aaliyah Boston doing her job. But Aaliyah Boston doesn't do her job. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Oh, the fouling now. You want to see the box score? The Aces got called for more fouls. 22-19. So nothing gets called. I watched A'ja Wilson get called for a foul on Lexi Hull tonight. I did. I saw it with my own eyes. Saw it with my own eyes. The Aces had 21 free throws. The Fever had 15. Let's not act like they had 41 free throws to 15. They had 21 to 15, and the Fever turned it over 18 times. So you're sitting. What do you tell? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is your point. Like you just told me they're going to win in Indiana. You just told me they're going to win in Indiana. So they're going to win in Indiana. It shouldn't matter that Stephanie White's the coach. It shouldn't matter that Caitlin Clark's not going to play. Shouldn't matter, right? If they're going to win it, you said it. Your words. You can retract it. I'll wait for you to retract it. It's okay. I know you're emotional. I have no emotion in this. This game was horrible. Guess what? In basketball, you guard other players. If that player busts your ass for 25 and you score 10, that player was guarding you too. Who do you think A'ja Wilson's guarding? Natasha Howard? Brianna Turner? No, she's guarding Aaliyah Boston. So she's guarding the same player who's busting her ass that she's being guarded by. And she takes 9 shots, has 10 points, and when she's on the floor, they got drugged by 18. These are the facts, the data. You watch the game. Do not blame referees for losing by 22. Do not blame turnovers. That's on you. You turn the ball over. Who am I blaming? Who are you blaming? Blame the players. Blame the players. Goodness, if it wasn't for Odyssey Sims scoring 18 points tonight, sheesh. Sheesh. And I don't think she played well last game. Didn't she have like a trash game last game? No, she had 17. Okay, so she at least was, my bad, she had 17. So she had 17 last game, 18 today. And you got 16 from your front line. But that's, I mean, Mason, I agree with you, but that's the WNBA. What are you talking about? The free throw count wasn't close the whole game. You realize at halftime, the Aces had taken 5 free throws and the Fever had taken 4? I mean, at halftime. So tell me about the free throw count. It was never close. It was 21-15. That's not a wide free throw margin. Yeah, Melissa Smith had 18 and Lexi Hull had 15. How many games has Lexi Hull had 15 points in? How many games has Lexi Hull taken 16 shots in? NaLyssa Smith, if you erase every point she scored, they still won the game by 4. They got 6 out of Chelsea Gray, 13 out of Jackie Young. Again, I will bet you if you want to bet, but you're saying that they're going to win, but then I don't bet because of Stephanie White. I don't bet because of Caitlin Clark. Cool beans. Cool beans. The Aces are going to win this series in 4, and it'll be over with. They're going to double team Kelsey Mitchell again. They're going to bang her again. They're going to do exactly the same shit again because they figured out what it is they got to do. They can't let her go one-on-one. She'll crush them one-on-one. She's too fast one-on-one. But when she's being bodied by 2, it ain't that easy because she don't have the handles. She don't have the court vision. She can't see the lane. She's 5'8". She's not a passer. She's a scorer. And anyone that wants to tell me, and I agree with you, Stephen Brinkley, anybody wants to tell me about referees tonight, you missed game fucking 3 of Atlanta and Indiana, where Aaliyah Boston got away with 3 offensive fouls in the fourth quarter, including the one that got her the wide open layup where she was clearly moving on a moving screen. Clearly moving. She committed that same foul 3 times. Hell, 5 times. They called it twice, if I recall correctly. But she did that over and over again and got away with it. Please, spare me. Don't want to hear it. All right, I'm not going to debate you anymore. I'm not going to debate 10 points and 13 rebounds from an all-star. From the widely regarded second or third best center in the WNBA. Widely regarded third best post player in the league behind A'ja Wilson and Napheesa Collier. Third best center behind A'ja Wilson and Jonquel Jones. She's widely regarded as that. She's an all-star. 10 points and 13 rebounds, 9 shots. Come on, man. Lexi Hull was 5 of 16. If that's playing good, then I guess. Okay. Aaliyah Boston did not play good. I'm sorry. When Kelsey Mitchell is being locked down by 2 players, somebody's open. Somebody's open. Aaliyah Boston's open. How about convert? How about shoot the ball? How about play like an all-star? It's funny how everybody else, okay, so the 18 from Sims didn't affect the game, but Aaliyah Boston played well. You make up your mind. I can't even. I can't even. This is why I didn't want to do a recap, because I'm going to get comments like this. I might as well turn this shit off. Because if you're truly arguing that Aaliyah Boston at 10 and 13 played well, and that Lexi Hull at 5 for 16 played well, then I guess we just have a differing opinion on what playing well in a basketball game is. They scored 90 points. 90 to 68, people. 90 to 68. No, Kelsey Mitchell does not have handles. No, not for a point guard. She's not a point guard. She is a shooting guard. She is a scorer. You think Kelsey Mitchell has handles? Okay. Now it's A'ja Wilson that's moving screens every play. Okay. So does Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston doesn't know how to set a screen. She's always moving. Actually, A'ja Wilson has better screens than Aaliyah Boston. I mean, 10 and 13 from the number 1 pick in the draft 2 years ago. And you're going to sit here and tell me she played well? All right, man. If I was the coach of Aaliyah, first of all, I would have benched Aaliyah Boston in this game. I would have benched her. I would have sat her ass down. Because if you're only taking 9 shots, you're useless to me. She got to the free throw line 0 times. Aaliyah played. Okay. Oh, wait. Boston is okay. Make up. Rose Jr., where are you from? Where are you from? Somebody did say Lexi played well. Actually, somebody did say Lexi played well. You're saying Aaliyah Boston played great. You're saying she played great. The Fever had 18 and 18 turnovers. Aaliyah Boston had 3. Kelsey Mitchell, 3. Lexi Hall, 3. Natasha Howard, 3. You had 11. You had 14 just from your starters. Okay. Nobody can handle the ball. If Ivan shows up, I'll ban him before he even comes in the room. If he puts a comment, he gets bumped. I'm not even gonna listen. I'm gonna bump him immediately. I'm just curious to know where Rose Jr. is from because I'm just like a little. The Fever had 18 turnovers. I'm gonna repeat it again. All right, man. You're clearly someone that's gonna believe that they're great no matter what. It's okay. I'm not gonna. Lester, yes, Aaliyah Boston played well. I think chat meant she ate well. She's heading to the heart attack. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Nobody played well tonight. Nobody played well. And no, Kelsey Mitchell has no handles. No handles at all. She's an off-ball player. Period. She doesn't have handles. Not to be a point guard. Not when she's being double teamed. Because if she's being double teamed, what she has to do is dump the ball immediately. Get rid of the ball immediately. If she doesn't get rid of the ball, she's going to turn the ball over. And she doesn't have the vision to get people easy buckets. Kelsey Mitchell, for her career, averages 2.9 assists per game. Okay. You think that 2.9 assists per game is is someone with great ball handling skills? This game was over at the half, people. Definitely by mid third, the shit was done. I've already said it 5 times that she doesn't have handles. She's not a point guard, i.e., she doesn't have handles. What is flying over your head here, guy? Or girl, Rose? I don't know if you're a man or a woman. What's flying over your head? She doesn't have handles. Handles to be a point guard. Handles to escape double teams. She doesn't have range either, because I said that on Sunday. If you were in our chat on Sunday Night Heat, I said what I would do to Kelsey Mitchell is I would double her ass 25 feet from the rim, because Kelsey Mitchell has never shown deep range. She makes tippy-toe threes from just behind the three-point line. She doesn't shoot from Caitlin Clark's neighborhood. She doesn't even shoot from Sabrina Ionescu's neighborhood. She shoots 23-foot three-point shots. So guard her ass at 25 feet and see what she can do. And you just saw it tonight. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Lexi Hall has, yeah. Lexi Hall's handles makes Kelsey Mitchell's look like Kyrie Irving. Jackie Young is a better. She's a more. I mean, you're going to bring up everyone's name. Chelsea Gray has better handles than fucking Kelsey Mitchell. Are you really arguing that? Are you really arguing that point now? Jackie Young has had double-digit assist games this year. Just so you know. Double-digit assist games this year. Has Kelsey Mitchell had a double-digit assist game? Whoa. Now Chelsea Gray don't have better handles than Kelsey Mitchell? I'm done. I'm done debating. I'm done having this conversation. So you think that Kelsey Mitchell has better handles than Chelsea Gray? All right, man. You don't have to like Chelsea Gray, but Jesus. Handles? So now Chelsea Gray don't have better handles than Jackie Young has had multiple double-digit assist games as far as I know. I know she had a triple-double this year, so she had double-digit assists. Kelsey Mitchell ain't had double-digit assists all season. Let's take a look. Kelsey Mitchell's high assist number this season was 8 against Chicago. She's had 0 assist games. 0. She had an 8 and a 7 against the 2 worst teams in the league, Chicago and Dallas. Let's go look at Jackie Young since you wanted to challenge me on this one because I already knew the answer to the question. If you don't know the answer to the question, don't pose the question. Jackie Young this season has 1, 2. She has 2 11 assist games. 2. She has a triple-double. Actually, she has 2 triple-doubles. 2 triple-doubles. Hell, I don't know that freaking Kelsey Mitchell has 10 assists, 10 assists in any game in her career in the WNBA. Jackie Young is a good player. Acting like she's not, if you were to give me the option, I would take Jackie Young over Kelsey Mitchell every day of the week. And you'd probably get 20. If she was the player right now in Indiana, I think you'd have a better player. The whole point is that Kelsey Mitchell, once you double team her, you render her very, very ineffective. I'm sorry, let me put the comments up here. My bad. I forgot to put the comments. My mistake. Let's see here. I'm gonna go look just for shits and giggles now, so I can see if she's ever had a 10 assist game in her career. Let's go look at Kelsey Mitchell. She can't play point. She needs to play point and can't play point. Odyssey Sims is a scoring guard too. She wants to shoot the ball. I like Kelsey Mitchell. I don't dislike Kelsey Mitchell, but I knew the easiest, obvious way to stop her was to double team her. It wasn't hard. The fact that it wasn't done in game 1 is absolutely shocking. Rookie year, never had a 10 assist game. Second year, nope. Third year, nope. Fourth year, nope. Fifth year, nope. Sixth year, nope. Seventh year, nope. Eighth year, nope. She's never had 1 10 assist game in her entire WNBA career. And you want her to somehow you're going to tell me she has these great handles? She's never had 10 assists in a game in her entire WNBA career. So if they double her 25 feet from the rim, what happens? What happens? What happens is she goes 4 for 14. What happens is she needs somebody else to hit shots. What happens is she has to find a way to get the ball to somebody else. By the way, Caitlin Clark is damn near 6 foot tall. She's 5'11". Kelsey Mitchell's 5'8". So Caitlin Clark, obviously already number one, has better vision. She's a better player. She's a real point guard. And she's an elite passer. Kelsey Mitchell is none of those. So that's how Caitlin Clark can still impact the game positively while being guarded 30 feet from the basket. by 2 or 3 people. She finds other people that will get buckets. Well, when you can't get the ball past anybody because you're being doubled by a big, guess what? Good luck. And you saw it, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know basketball. I don't know basketball at all. I just know they lost by 22 points tonight and she got shut down. Your handle stroke. Let me find your handle stroke here. Let me find your handle strokes, Lester. AB has handles, love handles. Yeah, she does. She sure does. I'm sure she'll be at the buffet line before she hits the airport. Kelsey Mitchell has to average 34 points per game in 3 games for Indiana to win the series. If she doesn't do that, they're not going to win. And after this, we just saw Tell me, let me ask you a question. What adjustment could the Indiana Fever make tonight? Not tonight, but in game 3 or 4. I don't care what the series is. Nobody believed they'd beat Atlanta. And no one believes they're going to beat Vegas. No one believes it. You just said that you believe it, but then you won't bet on it. No, it's over because now you know how to stop them. Now you know what to do to stop them. You think A'ja Wilson had a great game today? You think A'ja Wilson had a great game today? A'ja Wilson had a good game. What happens when A'ja Wilson drops 35 and 15? Then what? A great game? She had a good game. She had really an average game based on her numbers. 25 and 9 is an average A'ja Wilson game. Go look at the numbers. She averaged just over 23 points a game and double-digit rebounds. She had an average A'ja Wilson game. She had an average A'ja Wilson game. What happens when A'ja Wilson goes for 35 or 38 and 15 and Aaliyah Boston goes for 10 and 13? Who's going to pick up the slack in the scoring? It's very, very simple. They figured it out. And I don't know what adjustment Stephanie White will make because I don't think she has the ability or the coaching brain to make it. Because realistically, I don't even know what adjustment you make. I'm being quite freaking honest. I don't know what adjustment they can make. You know what? I know what it is. I know what they have to. I know what they need, but they're never going to get it. They're never really okay. A'ja Wilson. You know what the word average means? So when Caitlin Clark averages 19 and a half and 9 assists, and that's the game she has, that is an average game for Caitlin Clark. If she goes for 34 and 17 assists, that is a great game from Caitlin Clark. Averages. Ooh. Average. You're about 3 seconds from getting bumped out the room because you're getting fucking annoying. You're getting annoying. Now you're trolling. You're getting annoying. I'm about to bump you out the room because it's getting a little bit annoying. If you want to be a pompous ass, I'm going to bump you out the room. I'm not going to be doing this all night. 25 and 9 when you average 23.4 and I don't know, let's find the exact number since you're you. Statistics. When you average 23.4 and 10.2 rebounds, 25 and 9 is an average game. And if you don't like it, then you don't know the definition of average. But hey, I know what they got to do. Guess what? It means Aaliyah Boston has to get her fat fucking ass in the paint and be fucking physical and has to take 15 to 17 shots. She has to match A'ja Wilson. She has to take it to A'ja Wilson. The problem is she's scared to fucking death of A'ja Wilson. That's it. She's scared to death. The team played like shit. Every player played like shit. And if Kelsey Mitchell doesn't bust out a 30-point game, they got no shot to win because nobody else is picking up the slack. Nobody else is picking up the slack. It's just that simple. Lexie Hull did not play well. She was 5 of 16. Goodness Lord. Minus 17 when she was on the floor as well. She did not play well. Can we stop? The bench sucks. The bench sucks. Brianna Turner took 0 shots. I already said that. You've been here. I had nothing to say about the win. What do you mean? I did Sunday Night Heat. What are you talking about? I did Sunday Night Heat. I praised the fuck out of them. Were you not here? Career nights. So Jackie Young, 13 points is a career night. Jewel Lloyd, 10 points, a career night. She took 3 shots. Dana Evans, 10 points is a career night. Nalissa Smith having 18 for you is a career night. The fuck out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord. On Sunday night, we had Sunday Night Heat, and I praised the fuck out of this team. They played exceptionally well on Sunday night. Kelsey Mitchell was on a heater. And the Aces played horrendously. A'ja Wilson in that game shot 27.3% from the field that night. She was 6 of 22. How many 6 of 22 games do you think A'ja Wilson's going to put out? There was nothing backhanded. They played great on Sunday night. What are you talking about? There was nothing backhanded. They played great Sunday. Friday against Atlanta? No, they got fucking gifted that game. Friday versus Atlanta? They got gifted that game. Gifted. The officials handed it to them, and the Atlanta Dream has the dumbest and lowest IQ of basketball players in the WNBA. Rhyne Howard might be the dumbest player in the WNBA. She's the only person that thinks jacking 3 after 3 when you're up 7 is a good idea with 5 minutes to go. She's the only one that thinks that makes sense. Please. I said they played well on Sunday. They played really well Sunday. Caitlin Clark can shoot like shit and still have 12 assists. That is the difference between her and Kelsey Mitchell. If Kelsey Mitchell shoots like shit, she brings nothing else to the table. Rhyne Howard telegraphed back-to-back passes on an inbound play where the damn play was horrendously drawn out. You think that the Aces were going to win regardless if Indiana played well? Okay. If you say so. If you say so. I watched the game on Friday. Did you, Rose Jr.? I watched the game Friday. I know what an offensive foul. I'm sorry, Thursday. I know what an offensive foul is. I know what a moving screen is. Maybe you don't. And I know that she committed one. You want me to show you the play? You want me to show you the play that won Indiana the game? You want me to I can replay the play for you that Indiana won the game with on that layup by Aaliyah Boston when she committed a moving screen on that play. I can show you the play. You can go look it up. I think the Aces win the next 2 games and the series is over in 4. I was shocked Indiana won a game. You cut it to 8 and 5 fouls called immediately. Okay, fine, whatever. We can verify that. You know that, right? That's verifiable data. Let's verify this because you want to throw shit out there. Let's see here. Let's see here. 5 fouls called. Being that they only had 18 fouls called the entire game on them, but they had 5 fouls called. The second the game got to 18. So let's verify. It got to 8. All right. So it's 43-35. There wasn't one singular foul called on the Indiana Fever in the final minute of the first half. So, okay, we got that one out the way. Let's go. In fact, there wasn't a singular foul called on Indiana the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the first half when they got it down to 6. Okay? All right. Okay, let's go to the third quarter now. So let's see the third quarter. They got the game down to 48-40. Okay, let's see here. Kelsey Mitchell, 2-pointer. Aces timeout. A'ja Wilson, 8-footer. Kirsten Bell, shooting foul. Odyssey Sims takes free throws. Kirsten Bell makes the 13-footer. NaLyssa Smith, personal foul. Lexie Hull misses. Lexie Hull commits a foul at 52-42. So it wasn't even an 8-point game at that point. It was a 10-point game. Let's go when it's 52-40. Okay. The last time it was an 8-point game, 52-44. Odyssey Sims commits a foul after Aaliyah Boston makes a bucket. Chelsea Gray gets a free throw. Lexie Hull misses a 3. So that wasn't a foul, right? Okay, I got you. That wasn't a foul. So you said 5 straight fouls. You're already proven wrong. It's okay. I forgive you. A'ja Wilson rebound. Aaliyah Boston fouls A'ja Wilson. She fouls NaLyssa Smith. Natasha Howard rebound. Natasha Howard misses a layup. Where's the other foul? I thought it was 5 straight fouls. Let me find that code again. 5 straight fouls. 5 straight fouls. 5 fouls called immediately. So, okay, from 52-44, one at 6:37, one at 6:12. Let's see the next one. 5:45. So Natasha Howard's foul. By that point, it's an 11-point game. So she's fouling someone shooting the ball. Okay. Let's see here. Wow, it took an awful long time to have 5 fouls called immediately. I'm looking. I mean, it only took about 4 minutes to 3.5 minutes to do it. And they had multiple possessions in between. But it's okay. Because Vegas still had more fouls called on them in this game. But okay. All right. It was the fouls, though. It was the fouls. Okay. Please. Whatever. If you're going to lie, at least lie with data. Have the data if you're going to make some shit up. If you're going to make some shit up, at least have the data. Because you're wrong. That's the whole point. You're wrong. You know what having 5 straight fouls is? It means you shoot, I foul you. Or I foul you wherever. But again, were they fouls or not? Or are you not liking that they were called fouls? Okay. I'm going to be a Fever fan after they win. No, I would rather this shit be over with. I would rather this be over with so I don't have to talk about this shit. I'm only doing this because people on Sunday night said, we want you to do it. Okay, I'm here at 12:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm here and I'm talking about the game. You want my feedback on the game? Great. If you don't, you can always exit side left. The door's there. No one's forcing you to be here. No one's forcing you to be here. Now I'm super technical. Oh, I'm sorry. Because you're wrong. Because you're wrong. It's okay if you're wrong. They played like trash, and you're blaming officials in a game where they didn't score more than 18 points in one single quarter. Let Ben Daniels say that, and you call him the king of the kings. It's okay. I get it. You don't like me. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. Period. I didn't beg you to come. They do suck. I said it already. I think Aaliyah Boston sucks. I think Lexie Hull sucks. I said that shit all year long. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't suck. She's limited. She's a one-trick pony. She's a scorer. But you know what a scorer needs? A legitimate point guard to set her up. You know what she also needs? Someone to set real screens, which Aaliyah Boston fails to do. You know what Aaliyah Boston needs to provide for this team as an all-star? Score some fucking points. Don't be a fat sack of potatoes and not do shit. Don't lose your matchup by 15. The bigs can't lose by 28 points in their matchup. Sorry, 27, 43-16. The bigs lost 43-16 up front. Please. Like who? I don't like who. I don't like Aaliyah Boston today, tomorrow, win or lose. I don't like her. I think she sucks. Lexi Hall, I don't like her. I think she's overrated. Y'all, most of y'all only like her because you're attracted to her. It's okay. It's the same Angel Reese disease. You have the Angel Reese disease that the men that love her for. You don't love, if Lexi Hall looked like my ass crack, you wouldn't give two fucks about her. It's okay. I forgive you. All right, she's a good player. All right. Whatever. 5 for 16. I know she was on fire tonight, too. 5 for 16. I'll bet you this. I never said she doesn't play good defense. That's all she does. I never said she don't play hard. She also falls on the ground a whole lot. But that's what these women do in this league. What's that? Whatever. She won her matchup. Oh, really? 5 for 16? You think she won her matchup? Against who? Jackie Young? So you think 15 points on 5 of 16 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a minus 17 is winning her matchup over a player that went 13, 5, 5, and plus 21. I got you. Okay. Jack Young took 11 shots, not 16 shots. Okay. Again, who? Oh, what? 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 Who's the best? What? Who's the best player for the Aces? I'll wait. Who's the best? Lexi Hall shoots 38% from 2-point range. What are you talking about? Bad shooting days. I showed you the numbers. She shoots 38% from 2. Let's go look it up since I mean, might as well. I'm sorry, she shot 42% from 2, 37% from 3. A gunner. A fucking gunner. 31 points. Lexi Hall guards the best player. Okay, so she guards A'ja. All right, you just said she guards the best player. She guards the best player. Now A'ja Wilson's not that good. Okay, come on, man. This is why I don't fucking have it. This is why I have zero interest in this shit anymore. Because this is lunacy. Listening to people make excuses for getting drop kicked by 22. Philip, you're 1,000% right. 1,000% right. 1,000% right. That's all I've said. If you double team her, she can't do what Caitlin does. So, unfortunately, if she can't still put up 30 while being double teamed, well, someone else has to step up and put up some points. And if it's not the sack of potatoes down below, the Oompa Loompa, Aaliyah Boston, then who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Hi, Anal Weiland, I can tell you right now, what does that tell you about the team? What does that tell you about this basketball team? It's not very good, right? Because I think we did the experiment already on Lexi Hull on Sunday Night Heat with Ben Daniel, where we had her as barely a top 100 player at best in the WNBA. So if she's better than a majority of who Indiana actually has playing, that tells you the problem in Indiana. So if Kelsey Mitchell doesn't go off, they got no shot, which I said already, but I guess that's ignored. I actually agree with this. This I agree with. Oh, Duke, you might get yelled at, man. Oh yeah, there's 100. She's barely in the top 100. We literally did this shit with people in the chat agreeing. We literally named Duke. You were in that chat, right? You were in that chat, Duke, right? Where we literally named every single player on every roster in the WNBA. So Lexi Hall's a top 3 shooting guard in the league now. Lexi Hall. I didn't say Kelsey Mitchell, genius. Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull. This is Kelsey Mitchell. Fuck you talking about? Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. I said Lexi Hull. I said Lexi Hull is not it's barely a top 100 player in the WNBA. Barely, if that. And Aaliyah Boston was barely a top 20 post player, if that. Lexi Hull's the second best blonde on the Fever. Because the other one's injured right now. Blew her knee out. Oh, Lord. You wouldn't take her over Jackie Young. You wouldn't take her. Fuck. Lord have mercy. You wouldn't take her over Jewell Loyd. And Jewell Loyd comes off their bench. If Lexi Hull is your top, it takes the most shots on your team, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Did I say 50? I said 20. I said 20. I'm going to bump you because if you're going to make shit up, I'll bump you out. I said 20. I didn't say 50. I said 20. Have I seen Jewell Loyd this season? Yes. Jewell Loyd is averaging 11.2 points, 3.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 1.2 steals. Yeah. She shot 38.2% from 3, which is better than what Lexi Hull shot from 3. I never said 50. I said 20. We did it already. Go become a member and go watch the live from like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I'm not doing it. I don't have the energy for your ass. Lexi Hull averages less points than Jewell Loyd, shoots a lower 3-point percentage than Jewell Loyd this year. I mean, hey, but you tell me what you tell me. And she's doing it coming off the bench. For what y'all people said, many of y'all said when Stephanie White put her on the bench, you destroyed her confidence. Her confidence was gone. Leah Rue dominated Aaliyah Boston twice. Head to head. Okay. You want to know how you want to know how actually really? Really? Okay. Okay. Here, this is for you. Remember what you just said? She don't take but 2 threes a game. Okay. You ready to be wrong again? You ready to be wrong again? Okay. I mean, God, this is too easy. Jewell Loyd. Jewell Loyd. Jewell Loyd this season. Jewell Loyd. 3-point attempted. 6. I'm going to zoom it in for you. 6. She attempted on average 6 per game. 6. So are you going to say sorry for being wrong again? I mean, if you want to make shit up, I know you think I don't pay attention to this and I don't actually know the data. Oh, now it's the playoffs. Okay. So now it's the playoffs. So the season, you just said she only takes 2 threes. I'm using her 3-point percentage from the season. God. I said the season. I compared their regular seasons. Here, just for you. She's shooting 4.3 threes a game in the playoffs. So that's not 2, like you said right there, right? Okay. Again. Yeah. Okay. And she's shooting 41.2% in the playoffs from 3. I mean, okay. Whatever you say, sir. Again, you were wrong again, but it's okay. I coaching is a major part of it, Anna. Coaching is a major part of it. Aaliyah Boston is useless without Caitlin Clark. I think we established that weeks ago. But you know what that means? That means you're not really an all-star. That means you're not that good. If you're so reliant on someone giving you fucking layups on pick and roll, you're not that good. You're not that good. I know nothing I say is true, Rose. Have a good day. I'm done. Bye. Bye. You're out. I'm done. I just bumped Rose Jr. because I'm not going to do this with this person. Yeah, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. Rose Jr., I've had enough with Rose Jr. Rose Jr. is done. I don't need that shit. I'm done. I don't have to have that person in here just nonstop. It's annoying. It's affecting the actual live at this point. Compared to a starter who actually Lexi Hall takes less threes than Jewell Loyd on average. Lexi Hall on average this year averaged 3.4 3-pointers per game. Shot. If you recall, I actually said that Lexi Hall should shoot 6 to 7 to 8 threes a game. I literally have said so many times that Lexi Hall has to shoot 6, 7 threes, 8 threes a game. And if y'all remember, the people who have been here, what ended up happening was Stephanie White sent Lexi Hall to the bench and started Sophie Cunningham. And what happened was Sophie Cunningham started jacking 5, 6, 7 threes a game and was balling. And the team was playing well because they were finally getting from Sophie what they needed to get from Lexi because Sophie was playing like shit early on this season and was hurt. So now Sophie's healthy and Sophie starts playing well. We all remember it. They needed one of those two players to be shooting 6, 7 threes a game. Because if Lexi Hall wasn't going to shoot, she's ineffective on the court offensively. It's playing 4-on-5 basketball. You cannot be a person who refuses to shoot. Lester, thank you. The shooting slump that literally lasted 2/3 of the season. She shot 50% from the field, from the three, 52%, something like that. The first 10 games, first 14 games. The last 28, she shot 32% from three, 30% from three, some shit like that. She was literally in a season-long shooting slump. But also because she refuses to shoot. She was afraid. She had a couple of games where she hit some shots because she took some shots. And I said that's what she needs to do. She took 3.4 threes per game this season. Let's look at the playoffs since we're here. Lexie Hull in the playoffs has taken 2, 5, 5, 3. So she's taken 15 threes in the first 4 games. Today she took 11. Today she skewed the number. She skewed the number. Yeah, she shot over 35%, Lester. So today Lexie Hull skewed the number, taking 11 because she had 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 4. That's 3.75 threes per game. It's not enough. Not when you're the shooter, not when your job is to shoot threes. That's your job. That's your job. But, you know, I got no idea what I'm talking about. What do y'all think about Sandy Brondello getting fired? Because I'm done talking about this game. This is why the WNBA is a joke. This is why the WNBA is a certifiable joke. It's an embarrassment. It's hard to take a league seriously when a player, a coach gets fired the year after winning the championship for losing in the playoffs because they were injured all season. They were injured all season. After their start, Jonquel Jones was hurt for most of the year. They lost Batanji Laney Hamilton before the season started, or Bet Nice, or whatever her name is. They lost her before the season started due to a torn ACL in Unrivaled. Brianna Stewart got hurt. She missed a good chunk of the year. I mean, Brianna Stewart was hurting in the playoffs, but she was going to play. And they asked the players this. They asked the players this, and Brianna Stewart said, "Are you fucking serious?" Sandy Brondello is a great coach. Duke. Yes. Who doesn't renew the contract of a coach that won the championship last year? I know. Who doesn't renew the contract of the coach that won the title last year? Do I think Miami will beat FSU on October 4th? Absolutely. Yeah. I think it'd be a good game. Miami's better. If Miami plays clean football, they win. If Miami plays clean football, they win. It'll be a tough game, but Miami's defense is elite. Steven, yeah, I feel you. If you can fire Sandy Brondello after winning the championship, remember, she went to the championship 2 years ago, won the championship last year, loses in the playoffs because her team is all hurt all year, and you don't renew her contract. Shit. Beats me, man. Beats me. Don't be surprised if players from the Liberty want out. Yeah, I think Miami's going to win. I think Miami's too good up front. They're too good up front on the defense and offensive lines. Those are grown men. Those are men. Miami has a 6'9", 350-pound left tackle. I mean, these guys are the size of houses. The size of houses. I get it, Duke, but they were injured. They weren't healthy. Like it, I finally got medicine for this damn cough, by the way. It won't go away. No, I think Miami's gonna. I think Miami probably wins. Florida has a better defense than Florida State, but Florida State's offense is better than Florida's. But I think Miami's defense is elite. I think Miami's going to win probably by. I would look at something like 30-20 or something like that. Miami's not Alabama. Miami damn sure ain't Kent State and East Texas A&M. So, yeah, I think Miami wins. I think they play clean and they win. I think they'll pound them up front with the running game. So, they got the best O-line and D-line in the country. FSU's good. FSU's good. They're good. It just shows what NIL can do. It can completely change a team in a season. Miami's offensive front is massive. I don't know if you've been looking at my Hurricanes videos, Jay Money, but check them out, please. Hurricanes Unfiltered's up there. So please check out the Hurricane videos because, yeah, I think Miami's going to win. I think Miami's going to win. I'm not going to say easily, but I don't think those plays that FSU's getting, like those park plays they're getting right now against these dog shit opponents, are going to work against Miami. I'm interested to see how FSU looks at Virginia. They're going on the road. Florida has a good defense, man, but their offense stinks. And I think they coached that game scared because DJ Lagway threw for damn near 300 yards against LSU. He just threw 5 picks. He threw a combined completed passes minus 3 yards in the air because he completed 7 of his 12 passes behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I think that Miami is. This kid Mo Toure out of Rutgers is a monster. This kid out of North Dakota State, Marty Brown, runs like a truck. I mean, Malachi Tony's a beast. CJ Daniels is a beast. Carson Beck is good. He is solid leader. He's accountability. Oh my God. He didn't play well against Florida. You know what he did after the game in the press conference? He was accountable. Oh my fucking God. He was accountable. Accountability matters. Imagine if a WNBA player was ever accountable. It'd be a miracle. Yeah, Duke, LSU can't score. LSU can't score. And let's not act like that touchdown that got called back by the SEC officials on the blown whistle when he's 10 yards past the line of scrimmage and was scoring didn't have an impact because they go up 20-0. Game is over. Lagway has to start throwing the ball, and he would have gotten picked off more than likely. He couldn't run an 11-play drive, and that impacted the game. It absolutely impacted the game. But Miami's defense was incredible. So, but yeah, this Brondello trade to me, firing to me, or not renewing her contract to me, pathetic, absolutely pathetic. I'm flabbergasted. Where does she go next? I mean, the players in Seattle are a bunch of fucking crybabies. Would you really want to coach there and deal with Nneka Ogwumike and the unhinged Skylar Diggins? The unhinged Skylar Diggins, Tiffany Mitchell crying, Lexi Hull having a temper tantrum. I didn't get a chance. You want to go send her to an expansion team? Oh, God. I don't know. That is it's lunacy that you fire that woman. Lunacy. I'm trying to think of who could fire somebody to go hire her. Because they just fired Washington's a new coach, Dallas is a new coach, LA's a new coach, Atlanta's a new coach, Chicago's a new coach. They're not going to fire anybody else. So Connecticut's a new coach. I don't get it either, Duke. I don't get no. Tyler Marsh ain't going anywhere. He's not going to get fired. Tyler Marsh is not going anywhere. Golden State's an outlier completely. It's a complete outlier. Like, I have learned, Duke, in my time that people use outliers as norms and don't understand what an outlier truly is. Like, an outlier means it doesn't happen And in this case, it happened, but it doesn't make it the norm. Like expansion teams in my lifetime in NBA basketball have never made the playoffs. Not in their first year. Never. Never in my lifetime. Expansion teams. Not teams that move from one city to the next. Pure expansion teams. Because the talent in the NBA is actually good. And you can have these role players become something. Never happened. Though North America's never happened. So it's like the 16 beating the 1 in the NCAA tournament. It's happened like 3 times. I think it's happened once in men and twice in women. Nikasi is an amazing coach. And I took shots at her beginning of the year. I'm like, this is a DEI hire. I still think it was because they hired an Asian woman in an Asian market, but she's a hell of a coach. She's a hell of a coach because she coaches like dudes. She coaches the women like dudes. She doesn't play that bullshit. She calls you out on your garbage. I like her. I remember Baltimore, UMBC beat Virginia. Who was the other one? Because the first one was UMBC beating Virginia in men. In women, it was twice. Stanford beat Harvard, and there was one more, I believe. I don't know what's happening. I mean, hell, who the hell knows if they're going to even have a season next year? Who knows? Who knows? Shit. The Mercury beat the Lynx tonight in overtime, 89-83. They came back from a 17 down, I think I saw. They were down 16 at the half and outscored them by 16 in the second half. So the Lynx are clearly beatable. I mean, the only team of these 4 left that would shock me if they won the championship was Indiana. The rest of these 3, it wouldn't shock me if any one of these 3 teams won the championship. There you go, Duke, Texas. There it is, yeah. Fairmont or something like that. Fairmont, was it? Some shit like that. Yeah, they lost. I mean, to lose out in your home court when you're up 16. I think the league got to 17 in the third. I think I heard them say that on the broadcast. Yeah, 51-34. 8.5 to in the third quarter. They were up 54. Hell, they were up 19. 56-37 with 6:13 to go. Up 17 with 5 minutes left in the third. They choked their ass off. And Nikasi's getting results. I give her credit. She's getting results. They did something that's never been done before, and they should get saluted for it. That's how expansion teams typically look. Look, 0-17 to start off. That's how they typically look. If anyone's interested in my hurricane coverage, I have Hurricanes Unfiltered that's on this podcast channel. So you can go check out the podcast under Hurricanes Unfiltered. Also, if you're interested in following it on Instagram, it's at Hurricanes Unfiltered on Instagram. If you want to follow the Hurricanes content on Instagram, that's the Instagram handle. So please do check it out. Did just drop another fighting video with this guy Chino Bloom. Tell you, man, what a down to earth guy. I don't know if any of y'all saw it. This guy has had a rough life. Time in prison. Went to the gym with his kids because they wanted to box. So he said he would do it with them. So what does he do? Goes to the gym with them, and the kids quit after a certain period of time, and he continues to box. And he says, "I'm going to fight in the BKFC," and he does. His last fight was like a couple of weeks ago. It was a Friday night, and on Thursday he finds out that he has an administrative warrant from his attorney for his arrest. And he weighs in, has dinner with his family, turns himself into county jail, sleeps on the bunk, has some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, gets bonded out, wakes up in the morning, goes to the fight that night and wins. Like insane. If you're interested in learning more about the fighters that I interview, it's on the channel as well. His name is Chino Bloom. He looks like a guy that you don't want to mess with, but he's actually a very, very down to earth individual. Yes, Clemson is complete garbage. And Arch Manning is a complete piece of shit. Staring down on Sam Houston State. Sam Houston State. Yeah. I think Carson Beck, I think he could be. Carson Beck is a huge guy. Like, I don't think Carson Beck is 6'4". He's like 225. He is big, man. I've stood next to the guy. He's a big dude. He is pretty cut up, too. He throws a nice ball. He's not flashy. He's steady. I think he could be. I mean, they're projecting Garrett Nussmeier and Cade Klubnik and Fernando or Francisco Mendoza, who was at Cal last year and transferred to Indiana. He transferred to Indiana, and they're projecting him as a top quarterback pick in the draft. Like, what? And look, I think the kid is good, but have we lost our minds? Have we lost our minds? Like, he's good. Fernando Mendoza. He's from South Florida. He went to Columbus, I think. Or Belen Jesuit. Remember which one? I know it's one of those two. I mean, if I say that out loud, I'd be offended. Bio. Where do you go to high school? He went to Columbus. Okay. He went to Christopher Columbus. He's a good quarterback, but how in the world are we like last year he was in Cal and Cal was awful. Cal was 6-6. 6-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6-5. They weren't good. No, Carson Beck is a big guy, man. I mean, this guy is really big. And yeah, I think he's a good player, but I mean, he's got 14 touchdowns and no picks. But he's got the size, the body, but I don't know how you go and be. I mean, all of a sudden you're the number one pick in the draft. But I mean, there's no pressure. Indiana's gotten better at football. They were good last year, but there's no pressure at Indiana. There's no pressure on them. If they go 11-0, 11-1 again, it's a massive success. If Miami doesn't make the playoffs this year, it's a disaster. Oh, the AP polls absolutely have an impact. I mean, all these polls have an impact on these idiots on the committee. These polls have a major impact. I mean, right now, if the polls are accurate for what has been done on the football field, Miami is the number one team in the country right now. Period. Yeah, I mean, they dog walked Illinois, but Illinois hadn't played anybody either. So it's like they jumped Illinois into the top 10. Illinois had played? Like, Illinois had played before that? Illinois had played Western Illinois, Western Michigan, and Duke. They had played nobody. And Indiana had played Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, and Indiana State. Play nobody. These numbers that he's racked up are against dog shit. Go do it against Ohio State. Go do it against Michigan. Who do they play Michigan this year? They play Penn State. They play Oregon. Those are their two big ones. Go do that shit at Oregon. Go do that shit at Penn State. And then talk to me. You know, it's like that. The rankings are so ridiculous. I was talking to someone I know about the rankings. I hate the rankings. People say, well, who will watch games if there's no rankings in the beginning? Everybody. Are you not going to watch Alabama play LSU or Florida State play Alabama or Miami play Notre Dame? You need rankings for that? No. Let's rank these teams after like week 4 or 5 and give them real rankings. Because it already freaking skews everything. It skews everything. It's so frustrating to watch it. It's so frustrating to watch it because Miami has, in my opinion, 3 good wins, 2 really good wins, and a rivalry win. They're number one. They're the number 1 team in the country. Ohio State should be ranked number 2. Nobody else has 2 ranked wins at the time of the game other than South Florida. It's like Duke. It's like the dumbest thing. It's like I'm gonna be starting up a live college football show. It'll be very hurricane centric, but it'll be a college football show. And I'm gonna be starting that up probably next week. Probably thinking every Monday night, for at least an hour. Because I love college football, but I hate how the polls work. I hate the polls. Alabama loses to Florida State, drops to 19, and now they're back at 14 because they beat a bad Wisconsin team and some dog shit opponent. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a college football thing. Yeah, I definitely starting up a college football show. There's a few shows that I want to do. College football is one of them. Combat sports is another one. I want to do lives with them, like combat. Yeah, I figure college football is better than just hurricanes, because I'm doing hurricane videos heavy. But like, I had a lot to say about Arch Manning. I think Arch Manning's a piece of shit. Like, Arch Manning is everything that I don't want my kid to be like. A complete fucking douchebag who's been told his whole life he's amazing because his last name is Manning. Because if his last name was Wilson or Smith or Jones, nobody would give a fuck about him. Nobody would care about him. Like, to proclaim this kid a Heisman candidate, having played 2 college football games and looking like crap against Ohio State and looking like worse crap against the team they played 2 weeks ago, whoever it was, dog shit team. Was it UTEP? Like, like, I don't want to hear it. It's crazy. Right now, the top 2 teams in the country are Miami and Ohio State. And number 3, let me see what the rankings are. How is Oregon ranked so high? They're good, but they haven't beaten nobody. Duke, I put kind of the same value on both because when you played them, they were ranked. And that's the problem. Like, if I beat you and you're ranked now, but then you have, let's say, Miami beat South Florida, right? South Florida's ranked 18th. Miami beats them, they're not ranked anymore. They're not ranked anymore. They're also receiving votes, like 28th in the AP and like 33rd in the coaches poll. The fact that Miami's ranked 6th in the coaches poll is an abomination. It's an abomination. Oregon, who have they beaten? Nobody. LSU, who'd they beat? Clemson? Well, Clemson, we have learned, is just not very good. They're not very good. Georgia, they beat Tennessee because the kicker can't make an easy field goal. But otherwise, they beat Marshall and Austin Peay. Penn State has beaten nobody. Nevada, FIU, Villanova. This week they play Oregon at 7:30. We'll see what happens. I mean, USF had beaten Florida on the road, who was ranked in the top 15, and beaten Boise State. But yet they're not ranked because they lost to Miami. But Illinois just got beat by 56 to Indiana, and they're still ranked. The polls are shit to me. The polls are shit. You know, Notre Dame lost to Texas A&M. We all know. We saw the game. Notre Dame gave that game away. They gave it away. You know, LSU scores 20 points against Florida, having forced 5 interceptions. And 13 came off of turnovers. One was a pick 6. Like, I don't know how these coaches can look in the mirror and have Miami ranked 6th. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's illogical. They got the best front on both sides of the ball, and they're ranked 6th. At least the AP has some sense. I mean, hell, Penn State got to the semifinals last year and lost to Notre Dame. Good for them. They ain't beat nobody last year. Like we all know, they beat nobody last year in the regular season. It's a tough thing because, you know, Miami got shit on because Syracuse beat them, but Syracuse was a fucking good team. Syracuse was a good team. Like, they made it. I mean, Georgia Tech damn near beat Georgia. Hell, should have beat Georgia. It's just messy. I just wish they would wait to because I think last week or a week ago, I did a video. 17 of the top 25 teams are SEC or Big Ten. I mean, come on. It's crazy. Ole Miss. They played Georgia State, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Tulane. And they're 4-0. Congratulations. SMU blew a game against whoever. SMU's defense isn't very good. Texas is still ranked in the top 10. It's absurd. Texas is ranked 10th by the AP, but 7th by the coaches. Who is doing these rankings? Who? But anyhow, yeah, I plan on doing that. But no, the Brondello thing is crazy. You know, I'm blown away, and it makes it so ridiculous for this league. There's so many things in college football. This weekend's a big weekend for me to watch because I don't have the Hurricanes, so I'm gonna get to watch a lot of games. I'll be watching FSU Virginia on Friday. I guess that's going on at the same time as the WNBA game, but I'll be watching that game Friday. I'm gonna watch USC Illinois. I probably will watch Ohio State and Washington, LSU Mississippi, Penn State, Oregon, Alabama, Georgia. This is a big week of games. There's a lot of games. And you see, I got the TVs, so you know they'll be on. So, but anyhow, folks, man, I appreciate you. I'm going to jump off here, man. It's 1:20 in the morning here. I'm going to jump off of here. And I did get your email, Duke. I'll be sending that shit out to you soon. I got to get to the post office, but I appreciate it. And that's all I got. I appreciate everyone jumping on board. I will do a live after Friday night's game. And we'll talk about it. And of course, people will tell me that if I'm complimentary, if they win and I compliment them, I didn't compliment them enough. So you know how it goes. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball Power by Coming Out of the Podcast. Come on now.